It's no secret that fashion relies on media attention, but fashion documentaries remain rare. All the more reason then to welcome the arrival of a film that tells the story of Colette, a family-run boutique on Paris's iconic Rue Saint-Honoré that stood for 20 years until 2017.
Colette Rousseau. Que dire d'autre?
I'm Colette Rousseau. What to say? I'm CEO of the business. I'm mainly in charge of personnel and how the shop's managed. I'm in charge of the buying side of things, but also exhibitions, our events program, and lots else besides.
Colette was the first Parisian concept store spread out over 700 square meters. Among the delights on offer, a bookshop, an art space, fashion for men and women, and a bar that served no fewer than 80 different types of water.
Our inspiration was the human side of the story, an attempt to understand what lay at the foundations of this institution. We were offered the chance to tell the story of a truly diverse shop by talking to employees, but also to clients. It's important to remember the idea of having such a diverse boutique on the Rue Saint-Honoré, especially when the shop opened in 1997, was really groundbreaking. Obviously, the model went on to be copied, or rather, that model became much more popular, more democratic, but that certainly wasn't how it was when the boutique opened.
Sarah was one of the people who really embraced me the entire time. Never turned her nose up. You know, think about it, I'm a celebrity, Black, American, straight, all these different things that a lot of fashion wasn't at the time when we arrived in Paris.
I don't know if you guys know this in your modern street culture history, but it was like a fashion week in the summer. I had done a book release that turned, did you hear about this fight in Colette? It was like ASAP crew. And to me, you know, that sort of sent shockwaves because it was like inside Colette, like a fight broke out. To me, I was sort of like, this is the youth. This is an eye drop of the energy of the new generation.
For 2 decades, Sarah and Eliane scoured fashion weeks and also traveled extensively in search of new ideas.
Sarah's strength was that she traveled, so she saw. Back then, traveling really transported you somewhere different. Going to Tokyo meant you could be 2 years ahead of the rest of the world. I met Sarah when she came to the presentation of my collection in Japan. I was impressed by her profound understanding of clothing design. She got it all very quickly. I didn't need to explain to her what I was trying to achieve. Whatever detail I was describing or drawing, she got it immediately. I was very impressed.
Colette provided a platform for a huge number of Japanese products and labels, and not just in Paris, but also around the world.
Colette and her daughter Sarah invented the idea of collaborations, products created jointly by big names in luxury and streetwear in limited quantities.
What amazed me the most, I think, was when we did that with Hermès. For me, that was really a dream come true. The day Sarah told me that was something we were doing, I was just delighted.
The film Colette, Mon Amour won't be available in cinemas or on TV. To watch, you'll have to stream online.
It's really accessible, and that was intentional, because that was also part of what Colette was. It was about offering experiences that were as accessible as possible, where possible. So the film costs €4 to watch once, €8 to download the whole film. So it's really affordable.
These days, Colette herself is enjoying a well-earned retirement, while Sarah still works in fashion consultancy and development, despite the pandemic.
Je reste très optimiste, très positive. Je pense que
I remain very optimistic, very positive. I think that we won't be forgetting this period of self-questioning for some time. I see a lot of young designers trying to work with new materials that really rely on sustainable production. And I hope that people will continue to read real books made of paper, listen to music on real vinyls. I'm sure I sound like a granny when I say all this, but it's important to hold on to real things.
Colette and Sarah came up with a new way to see fashion and the world. The film that tells their story shows just how groundbreaking they were.